The kind people at J15 Hockey sent me over 3 of their top of the range Polaris Pro sticks. They were the D, the L and the X. All 3 sticks are 95% carbon, using a blend of Japanese and Swedish carbon combined with aerospace grade resin. The Polaris Pro D is a low bow stick with a 24mm bow and a maximum bow point 240mm from the head of the stick. It also features a shaved head. The Polaris Pro L is an extreme low bow stick with a 24.5mm bow and a maximum bow point of 200mm from the head of the stick. And the Polaris Pro X is an extreme low bow stick with a 24.5mm bow and a maximum bow point of 200mm from the head of the stick. It also features a groove to aid with drag flicking. All 3 of my sticks weighed in at 520 grams and all had a balance point of around 39.5 centimeters. All 3 sticks are high carbon and offer a lot of feedback on the ball. Because of the high carbon, the sticks are all very stiff and can be unforgiving if you don't control the ball with soft hands. All 3 sticks are excellent to dribble with, giving good feedback on the ball and letting you know at all times where the ball is on the stick. The Pro X was the best for using 3D skills, but was also the most likely to cause the ball to lift unexpectedly when controlling the ball or executing skills. The Pro D was the best for the first touch, keeping the ball flat to the ground because of the smaller bow. It was also surprisingly good for 3D skills because of that shaped head. The Pro L was also really good for 3D skills because of the shaping, and also had the nicest shape for performing long drags while dribbling. As all 3 of these sticks are very stiff, they have a high power transfer when hitting. Because of this, they can also be very unforgiving when you miss-hit, especially in the cold. Luckily all 3 have a large sweet spot, and it's very rare that you don't hit it cleanly. The Pro D really shone in the hitting testing. It was the most consistent and accurate, giving confidence when taking on shots. The Pro L was a little bit less consistent, but still very accurate. As the games wore on, because of the low bow, you were more likely to miss-hit the ball and cause a small bobble or a lift. That being said, it was still a great stick for shooting, and I still had a high level of confidence when hitting the ball. The Pro X is a little bit wild by comparison to the 2 other sticks. Because of the shaping and the groove, it means that it's very easy to get under the ball and cause it to lift when you don't intend to. If you don't hit cleanly through the sweet spot, the grooving on the face can also throw off accuracy. Because of the groove on the Pro X, it is slightly stiffer, which means this stick is also the one that packs the most punch, so it was the best for shooting. Much like with hitting, all 3 sticks have very high power transfer. The Pro D also outshone the other sticks here, as it had a slightly thicker square edge that gave a lot of confidence when shooting on reverse. The edge on the Pro L was also a very nice balance for reverse shooting, offering enough control to give great confidence. I was very confident using both of these sticks to play reverse passes to teammates over 20 to 30 metres without a worry. The Pro X was again the wild child of the group. It again was probably the most powerful to shoot with on reverse, but its edge was also a little bit thinner, making it easier to get under the ball and cause it to lift. This meant that the Pro X was great for shooting, but I wasn't confident playing passes more than 10 metres on my reverse with this stick. The Pro D was always going to come out the weakest for flicking, as it has the smallest bow. That being said, the shaped head really helps making it one of probably the better low bow sticks I've tested for flicking. It makes it very easy to get under the ball. The Pro L was excellent for flicking. Obviously with the large bow it makes it much easier to get under the ball and generate power when lifting the ball off the ground. By utilising the bow, you can add whip to any flick and add a lot of power. The outright winner in this category was definitely the Pro X, which is really designed for flicking. The groove makes it very easy to generate power when combined with the low bow, and the shaping of the head means it's very easy to get under the ball. Because of this, firing the ball into the corners with this stick was very easy. The same was true when it came to overhead passing. The Pro D was obviously going to be outshone by the other 2 sticks because of the shaping. That being said, you could still generate quite a lot of distance on your overhead passes. You could easily throw the ball 30 to 40 metres down the pitch accurately. The Pro L was a step up from there, being able to generate more power because of that bigger bow. You could very easily get under the ball and accurately throw it 50 metres down the pitch with minimal effort. But again, the stick that really shone was the Pro X. By utilising that low bow and the groove, you could add whip onto your overheads and easily throw them more than half a pitch accurately and consistently landing them on the stick of your teammate. The same is true when it comes to drag flicking as with overheads and general flicking. The Pro D is always going to come off as the weakest of the three, just by comparison. Because it's got the smaller bow, you can't drag through and generate as much power. That being said, with any stick you can drag flick, this is no exception. The thinned head makes it easy to get under the ball and navigate the ball up the shaft to utilise the bow that's there, and you can still generate a lot of power when drag flicking with this stick. The issue that I found when I was using this stick was that I couldn't add as much deception as I could with the other sticks. When it came to the Pro L, this stick was fantastic for drag flicking. It was very consistent, you could utilise the bow well, moving the ball up the shaft and then back down with a whipping motion, adding deception to throw goalkeepers off, and firing the ball into the bottom corner. But again, the outright winner is always going to be the Pro X. This is what the stick is designed to do. The groove in the face and shaft makes it very easy to bring the ball up the shaft, and then you can whip through with a lot of confidence, knowing that that channel will keep the ball on the face of the stick and preserve your accuracy. You could definitely generate more power with the Pro X over the Pro L, but I would say the Pro L was more consistent with accuracy and keeping the ball under control. But because of that extra power, once you've got that stick reined in, you could really score some great goals with this stick. So these are three very different profiles. They are obviously tailored to different people and different styles of play. If you're looking at the Pro D, you're probably an all-rounder wanting a stick that is competent with both flicking and hitting, in which case this is an excellent stick to look at. It has great power transfer, it has a nice first touch, it's good on the ball, and it gives you that general all-rounder, good at everything kind of style of play. If you're someone who's looking for something a bit more specialised, they have the Pro L, which offers you, again, that same great hitting power, good power transfer, but is a little bit more specialised if you're wanting to utilise things like overheads, like drag flicking, but still want to have that consistent hitting face if you're going to be using slap passes, slider passes and things like that, where you want that consistent hitting. And then if you're wanting to get really specialist, they've got the Pro X, which is designed for drag flicking, giving you lots of power, enabling you to use a lot of deception and whip on your drag flick to utilise that full extreme low bow to its fullest and get as much power as you can onto those drag flicks and bag lots of goals. It's obviously great for 3D skills, but there is a bit of a trade-off when it comes to hitting, in that scooped face, grooved shaft, extreme low bow makes it very easy to get under the ball, which is great for shooting but may have some consequences when it comes to passing, especially late in a game as you get tired. They all offer that broad range of abilities, that great power transfer, that good first touch. They're all very nice to dribble with, they've got a really good feedback on the ball. I think these are a really strong first offering for a high carbon stick from a new brand, and I really look forward to seeing what J15 do in the coming seasons with this as their starting point. If you like what I'm doing at Boss F Hockey, the reviews with the newsfeed, if you have any suggestions of things you want to see, drop a comment down below. If there's any reviews you'd like to see, again, leave it in the comments. If you would, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, it does really help. And if you want to support further, I have my merchandise up on bossfhockey.com. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/bossfhockey. Let's run a giveaway. If you leave a comment on this video, put which of these 3 sticks you'd like, I'll pick a comment at random and I'll send you out that stick.